Welcome to the Filmsteins, the podcast where we discuss all things movies. Join us as we dive deep into the latest releases, revisit classic films, and explore the art of cinema. Whether you're a film fanatic or just love a good flick, we've got you covered. From Hollywood blockbusters to indie gems, we're breaking down the storytelling, cinematography, and everything in between. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and get ready for some cinematic magic. If you like what you hear, please consider subscribing to our Patreon at patreon.com/filmsteins. We offer tiers at the $1, $5, and $20 level, where the $5 tier grants the ability to request films for future episodes. This is the Filmsteins, where movies are more than just entertainment, they're an experience. All around you. And welcome back to another episode of the Filmsteins. Glad you guys could make it today. I'm joined today by my elderly friend, Lucy.
Damn.
That's a good one, right?
I mean, I guess. I didn't think you were gonna go there.
Where do you want me going?
Not there.
It was too perfect.
All right. I'll take it.
You can join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for fresh, brand new, hot, out of the oven episodes on our Patreon, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Episodes like our brand new Patreon exclusive episode.
Whoa.
The ultimate M. Night Shyamalan ranking from 1998's Wide Awake to 2023's Knock at the Cabin. It's good stuff. Catch us over there for the Insidious Chapter 2 analysis, Sunshine, Her, No Hard Feelings, and join us on some of our popular episodes like Oppenheimer, Teenage Kraken. Who would have guessed Teenage Kraken was going to be a big hit?
Is it Teenage Kraken that's a big hit, or is it our dump on Teenage Kraken that's a big hit?
It's the Steam and Dump. Beau's Afraid also is a good episode to go listen to. Thanks for joining us over there and here today. Today's a little bit of a serendipitous moment, actually. We are simultaneously celebrating our first Patreon exclusive episode with a little bit of a free edition to help kind of bolster that with today's movie, The Visit, 2015's The Visit. Of course, it's directed by M. Night Shyamalan. But also, its anniversary is coming up on September 11th.
Oh, wow.
So it's in celebration of its birthday as well. Happy birthday, The Visit.
Happy birthday.
Thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, today's episode is about the 2015 The Visit, the found footage, but not really found footage. I feel like it doesn't kind of fit the normal found footage bill, but it is, right?
Yeah, I agree.
It's a wonderful movie. If you want to go see where it ranks amongst the other M. Night films, go check out our Patreon exclusive episode. But after listening to this, you might realize that it ranks pretty high. So at the same time, whatever. But The Visit, excellent film. Cannot recommend it more. Of course, it's best coming in fresh, never seen. It's one of those movies that you'd want to watch over and over again if you could erase your mind, of course. But it's also at the same time, it's also one of those movies that you want to make everyone else watch who hasn't seen it, and you want to be there when you do it or when they watch it.
Yeah, you want to see their reaction because you know what's coming up. So
yeah,
you know what to look at their face at just the right moment.
Tell me a little bit about why you love The Visit.
So I love how creepy it is. It's not particularly scary. You know, there's a few jump scares and there's a few scary scenes, you know, in particular with the grandma, but it's just a very creepy, eerie film, and I like that. I love the big plot twist at the end, you know, the big reveal when we find out that that's not their real grandparents. I almost feel like I shouldn't be saying it.
I feel the same. I feel exactly the same, actually. It feels like, especially in the first 5 minutes
yeah.
of this episode. But you're good. I like how this movie morphs from a family origin kind of story, trying to figure out where her mom's from and maybe see what happened between the two, between Becca's mom and her parents, into a, I guess, investigative, like, just what the fuck is going on in this house, and they're just like trying to catch someone in the act. Basically, it feels like when she's going about, her and Tyler are going about. It's not really investigative, but it feels like it sort of is, because they're just so uncertain about everything. But it feels like they're trying to catch someone in the act, and we get a couple instances of that, which is really awesome. My favorite instance of them catching someone doing something is when the grandpa got the barrel up to his mouth or something of the gun, the barrel of the gun, and he's like, I was just cleaning it. That's my favorite part of the movie, probably.
Yeah, that's good stuff. When you're able to go from, your point A to your point, Z, whatever goes in between there. It's crazy how you get there from the start of what you think this film is about to be. You think this film is about to be, little Becca and Tyler off to meet their grandparents and have a great week with them and resolve issues with their mom. Mom's gonna come get them. Big happy family in the end.
And Becca's filmmaking kind of echoes that, or reflects that in her video making. I guess we know it's not her, but it is nicely kind of emulated as her being the filmographer there.
Yeah.
Which I like. And she evolves nicely with the story. You see what I'm saying? Because at the very beginning, when they got off the train, she like set up this shot of her and Tyler running to her grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
And then we had that shot when they first arrived at the house where she would make Tyler stand by the tire swing, and slowly but surely we stopped doing that, and it was just totally gonzo, wherein we're gonna see what's behind the door right now and see what happens. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That development is really cool, especially with the tone of the actual movie that we're going through. I think that's really cool.
Right. But she had to develop that.
Yeah.
If the grandparents weren't crazy bald bananas, would she even have had that time to develop so fast?
Maybe, yeah. You would think someone in her position would just put the camera down, though. Like, they're afraid, and they're like, fuck this, I'm not going to make this documentary. I can't.
I don't know. This girl is a lot braver than I am, because I would have walked home first night. Like, Tyler, you staying? You leaving with me? What are you doing? I don't know, but I'm walking. I guess it'd have to be during the not nighttime, because I'm not walking down the stairs.
The working title for this film was Sundowning. You saw that? I
saw that. I'm glad they went with The Visit. Not like I knew what Sundowning was before the film, but anyway, I like The Visit better.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't love The Visit title, but I also don't love the Sundowning title. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one I like more, but I did think that was kind of funny. That's a funny working title at the very least.
Yeah.
I think that was, from what I could tell, it was the title of the movie, and then producers were like, all right, we need to gentrify this just a little bit, make this a little bit more.
Oh, I thought they changed it. I guess I didn't read on why they changed it. I just read that it was changed, but I thought they changed it because they didn't want to give us any clues.
Yeah, maybe that is why they changed it.
But I mean, it could be because now we don't want to be prejudiced against old people with sundowning.
Ageist.
Yes, we don't want to be ageist.
What did you think about Tyler rapping?
I thought it was kind of silly and at times cringe, but for the tone of who his character was, I thought it was very appropriate. And it also seemed like they had a lot of fun doing those bits. I know I watched an interview with our boy here, M. Night, talking about how just silly he was able to get writing these, and then just kind of working with Tyler. I don't know his actor name, but kind of working with him, just how much fun they were having. So seeing that made me appreciate it a little bit more, but it was silly and almost cringe at times. So I don't know.
I think it's an important balance. I think it's hard to not have someone who looks and acts like Tyler and raps so freely.
Yeah. And he keeps that kind of character throughout the whole film. So it's not like he just randomly rap, but then he's stoic or he's quiet, or he has his stupid raps, he has his stupid things, and he continues to be a stupid 14-year-old throughout the whole film. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I bet that was a big no for other people on why they didn't like this.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it kept M. Night up at night because he was a little nervous about this film being too funny, apparently. And there was an original cut that was really funny, like much funnier than this, and he thought the final cut was a better balance. And I can see that because this film is working on a lot of funny, it's working on a lot of funny ways, and that's at the core. The rapping is at the core. Tyler's whole thing is at the core of this, and then of course how natural the old people are, and they're not doing evil things. They're just doing weird, psycho, kind of crazy home things. Like it's just funny by nature, but at the same time it's very creepy because of how the filmmaking was done, and we're at the mercy of this handheld camera, and we're and when Becca runs or Tyler runs, we're running with them. We're trying to haul ass.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to run into any creepy old person in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I thought it was a good balance between creepy and funny. Probably because I don't find anything the old people did funny. Nothing whatsoever was funny to me about the old people.
Yeah.
And really, just some of the funnier bits were with Tyler for me. It wasn't his raps or anything like that, but I guess just some of the stupid stuff that he would say. I think my favorite part was, not my favorite part, my favorite, I guess, Tyler funny moment was when they caught the grandma clawing at the door and she was naked, and he closes the door and he said, "Well, I'm blind." It made me laugh so much. That was good. That was good stuff. And then all the other like random people that Becca films, and then they're like, "Oh, I used to be an actor," and then they'd start quoting stuff, or I'm not sure what they quoted, but
yeah, I don't know. That was funny though.
Yeah, those were funny, and kind of fitting, because that's what people do when you start recording them. They're not, I used to be an actor, but
they're not natural.
They're not natural, yeah. So it's very funny. I really like that this was filmed like a found footage film. But I do agree with you that there's something there that didn't give me the found footage feeling, but I can't put my finger on it. Do you think it was believable?
Yeah, I think part of it comes from how not chaotic the camera movements are most of the time. We get a little bit of that when Becca and Tyler run.
Mm-hmm.
But it works really well because we're at those points we're very familiar with the house, and so we know where they're going. We know what's safe, right?
Yeah.
We know where not to go and stuff. So I think that helps kind of keep it tamed and feel a little bit less found footagey in the traditional way, because I think found footage films oftentimes suffer from being a little too sway and just fucking crazy with the camera movements, that's why found footage films are so cool when they hit, because they're just different and fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And energetic and stuff, but they can be very nauseating and annoying and frustrating on the other side of that, so they're very polarizing films, I think, in that way. And this film does a good job keeping you in one place or establishing the place, especially in the very beginning. With what I kind of was saying, it was very tamed and very indie feeling with how Becca was shooting and them walking away from the camera,
Mm-hmm.
and it felt very romantic in a way. And then it gets kind of turned on its head, which is very cool in itself. I'm not very familiar with found footage films, but I can't recall a found footage film ever kind of changing the tone like that, at least in the camera style or the I guess literally the cinematography, I should be saying.
Yeah, that's a good point. I haven't watched too many.
You're a fan.
But the ones I've watched, I love them.
Yeah.
But I can't recall one developing the way Becca did here. And I do agree that a lot of those films had way more movement and they were way more actiony.
There's usually a lot of running in found footage films.
Yes.
And it works sometimes really well, like the Amber Alert film you like.
Oh,
I think that's
my
a pretty
favorite found
I think that's a
footage.
pretty good one, and I think it works because it feels like they're filming it on their phone, you know? And they've established the characters and the situation, and then yes, we've got the phone. And so everything's established in the correct way. It just makes sense. It clicks a little better, and I'm with you. I think Amber Alert works for the most part.
Yeah, and a lot of those films, I was gonna say have a car involved, but no, I'm just thinking Amber Alert now that you said it. But yeah, there's something here. I heard a reviewer call it a mockumentary, like a mock documentary, and I didn't like that either. You know, Becca was just trying to film her life, but I guess she was doing a documentary, but her documentary wasn't done until, I guess, the end.
Yeah, we really got to see the making of the documentary. It's kind of like it's not quite the same, but would you call Office a documentary? They're making a documentary. That's what the Office premise is at its core. Of course, it's not really important, but that is what's happening. And so it's...
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's definitely interesting, and I like it. It works for me. How do you feel about the characters? Were there any poor performances here?
The weakest performance was probably the mom.
Oh, okay.
Because the only line or delivery that sticks out to me, and it just should have been a little better and more shocking, you probably know what I'm going to say, when she was like, those aren't your grandparents. She didn't... I don't know why that sticks out to me in such a bad way, but she's just like, it's like, it feels like a cold read or something. It just does not... I know that's maybe over a little dramatic to say, but it does kind of feel that way.
It feels, I don't know, I'm just freeballing here. It feels not dramatic enough.
Yeah. It's definitely not dramatic enough when she was like, you guys, listen carefully. It was just like...
And then she's like, Tyler, Becca, like, listen to me. And no one was saying anything. Okay? Everyone's listening to you here.
Yeah.
All right?
I guess it just screams that they weren't talking to they weren't actually like on a Skype call together. That was like laid in. And there was like kind of a disconnect in what was being said there, and it shows here. It definitely shows. Yeah, that was the only part of the movie that was just I was looking forward to it because I always thought that. I'm just like, ugh, like there's so much goodness about this, and that just like it's in its entirety. It's just great, and then that one little blemish sticks out to me. And other than that, the mom's okay, but she drops the ball there, I think, and it does. We take a little bit of a hit at the end there, which is the most important part. For it's the initiator to the reveal too. So it takes some of the wind out of the reveal, and it just we aren't as high as we could have been from the get-go just because of that delivery, I think. So yeah,
I agree. Maybe she should have gasped or something like, or you're not. I don't know, but yeah, definitely agree with that.
But the grandparents, the kids were good. I'm actually, I'm hard on kid actors, so I guess Tyler, especially here, is, I'm gonna have a close eye on him. But he was fine, and the grandparents were, they were great.
They were phenomenal.
The
grandma did a phenomenal job. She did a great job at creeping me out, and she succeeded.
And I feel like she was really natural in how she did her things. It didn't feel, nothing was over the top, I feel like.
Mhm.
You know, I like her whole thing. Her performance was just top notch. It really was. I don't know what it is, 'cause like when she looks at the camera and stuff, that's pretty cheesy stuff when people get close to the camera and smile and like growl or something, but there's something charming about her performance, because it just feels very authentic, I guess. I don't know. It's good. M. Night, he got a good one right there.
Yeah.
That old lady.
I feel like if she wasn't so natural looking at all the creepy stuff she did, that probably would have added to the comedic element if it felt in any way kind of forced or like she was trying to be funny. So, yeah, you had to pick the right person to give you the right tone here.
Yeah. The only kind of silly thing that kind of stuck out to me that I thought was maybe a little too much, I don't know, kind of grasping at straws here, I guess, was when she started running back and forth in that one bit, like Naruto.
No, I love that.
You like that? Okay, it's just me. Just me.
Yeah, that was great. Everything she did at night when they opened the door was great.
Okay.
Maybe the vomiting was but I love the running back and forth. I love her being a creep and growling at the camera like, what the fuck? And that's one of the two. I can't even think of the second one, but at least the jump scare of the movie. So it's great. When she's naked and clawing the door, also great. When she's crawling at them, all creepy
I was gonna say
and shit.
That's kind of a jump scare too. When they're under the house, there's like a little.
But
not quite the same. Not as like boom in your face, literally, as when she gets in front of the camera.
Yes.
I want to know, is that her under the house, or did they get a stunt double for that?
No way, is it her?
I'd be impressed. I can't even do that.
I know. That's why I'm saying it can't be her.
That'd be awesome.
So you brought it up in the beginning how one of your favorite parts was when the grandpa was about to shoot himself and played it like, oh, I was just cleaning the gun. It was a good part, but I didn't totally understand what was going on there, just to add to the creepiness element.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was just...
they didn't seem suicidal.
Yeah, but we as we learn later, they are
just mental
psych patients.
Yeah.
So they're all kinds of fucked up. And we know less about him really than we do her. We know that she's got Sundowning, kind of out of control, in an out of control kind of case, and she's and that's just it, I guess. And so we get kind of less of him. We just know that he can't control, shitting himself, and
that he hallucinates.
And he hallucinates and is paranoid, and so I could, if one of them is gonna be suicidal, I could see him being the suicidal one.
Okay.
So
yeah, I was just confused. I liked it,
and I guess he had like some mild dementia too, with thinking about going to that party and stuff.
Oh yeah,
so
that's right.
Yeah, no, I liked it too. I like the grandpa a lot. I like that he is a little bit more here. Like he's a little bit more sane.
Mm-hmm.
Or so you think. So he's like a little, he's just, it's just like a nice little spectrum of insane.
I don't know. Is he the most sane? Because he's doing a lot of the violent shit here.
It's hard to really know. It's hard to know. But the grandma's also telling Becca to get into the oven, and then twice, and then the second time she closes her in, and you're just like, in front of Tyler too, which is hilarious. It's a funny moment. But Tyler's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Why did she even get in there?
That was kind of like it's almost a meta M. Night, one of those M. Night-isms where that was all for Tyler's like performance. I wonder if he even knew that was gonna happen when they were filming.
Oh
you
my
know
gosh.
what I mean?
That would be hilarious.
Like what?
How'd you feel about the most epic, grossest scene, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people will agree, scene in this movie? when the grandpa shoves the diaper in Tyler's face.
It probably is the grossest scene ever
In anything.
in anything.
Yes.
And I like how it's shot because we don't really get a clear view of it, and it's just...
We don't even need to see his face. We don't need to see shit smashed on his face
Yeah.
to be completely, utterly grossed out.
Because we know. We that's our worst fear, you know? We're introduced immediately that it's like the first thing we get at Tyler, that he's a germaphobe, and then this grandpa hides his shit in the barn. And I mean, even without Tyler being a germaphobe, you know, that's just like free ball and shit hanging out in the barnyard. That's gross. I don't want to be anywhere near that, no matter how I feel about anything. I guess unless you're really into old person poop.
That's true.
I guess that's more power to you, but
probably not sitting there, old person poop. You know
I
what I'm
hope
saying?
not, because all of a sudden it's extremely unsanitary. You know, there's one thing about being pooped on or whatever, but days, weeks old poop is something that's different now. That's that's different.
You're killing me. But I love that scene.
Yeah.
So much.
And I like it too from like from a cinematographic kind of perspective, because we're there alone without Tyler, and we're just like, I don't know about you, but it felt like he was gonna come get the camera. He was gonna come pick up the camera.
The grandpa?
Yeah, and he didn't, because we saw that like that long shot of the whole kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it felt like the grandpa was gonna come pick up the camera after he smeared shit on Tyler. He didn't. I love that feeling, though. I can't believe they, are able to provoke that in anyone. I think that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like how we have this persistence that everything takes place in Pennsylvania with M. Night Shyamalan. It's funny. I like that.
Is that known?
I think so.
Do we know where they are? I think so.
Wait, what do you mean? Do the characters know?
Or do we, the audience, know?
Yeah, that's the reason I say, because it's on like street signs and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
where this was.
Yeah, when they got out
located.
of the train station, it said PA or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I was like, damn, he is all about his home state, isn't he? He took out a $5 million mortgage against his house to fund this film.
Ooh, talk about belief in yourself. I like that.
And we'll find out later that he's a rich man now, because because of this film. I'm sure he was pretty well off before this, but
this was 2015.
Mm-hmm.
He had great stuff before.
Yeah, but right before this, he had The Last Airbender, The Happening, and After Earth. 3
epic fails.
So.
Oh, The Happening. Well, all right, we're not gonna get into it here.
There's only a handful of you guys who like that one, man.
Look, The Happening does not deserve the hate. Let's just go there. And then After Earth, you have Will Smith before the slap, so people like him.
Yeah.
No?
I mean, they
Not
like
enough?
him, but he's not. After Men in Black, man, I feel like Will Smith was not. He never really was able to capitalize on like a superstardom. He started doing a lot of okay stuff, like all of his little rom-coms he did, and sad coms or sad coms. They're like kind of just like 7 pounds or whatever, and Hitchcock or whatever it's called, Hancock, Hitchcock, Hitch. I think this is another film he's in.
I have no idea.
Hitchcock. So he became this like typical just A-list actor. He wasn't this superstar like it looked like he was gonna be, man. Because Men in Black, that was a big deal.
I thought he was. I thought he was a name you went to go see a movie for.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that kind of started and stopped in the 90s, in early 2000s with Men in Black.
Because when he was announced he was going to be the genie in Aladdin, I know he got a lot of hype for that.
That's fair. And he did an excellent job.
I was excited that he was going to be the genie.
Yeah, maybe I'm not giving him enough credit.
I've watched a lot of Will Smith films Was it because they had Will Smith? I don't know, but I just have.
'Cause man, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just not a Will Smith fan, but I feel like he's in a lot of bad, like After Earth's type movies. Like I, Robot, I'm Legend's pretty good. Hitch is whatever. His rom-coms or whatever. Hancock is it's whatever. Aladdin's not bad. His genie's actually pretty good. I mean, I don't know if that's a hot take, but I don't think it's better than Robin Williams, of course, but it definitely, he holds his own, no doubt.
Yes.
And that helps because he's a singer.
Yes.
Maybe he should kind of embrace that a little bit more. I haven't seen King Richard. Apparently he's very good in that. He won an Oscar for that after he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock.
I'm not watching that. He lost me. But I don't think his rom-coms, his rom-sadcoms are bad. I like them.
Yeah. Is that...
I even love Shark Tale.
There's Shark Tale. Shark Tale, yes.
So maybe I'm just a Will Smith fan.
Maybe you're a Will Smith fan. I mean, I like Will Smith.
And I know my fam likes Will Smith. I don't know how they feel now, but I know they did. So maybe we were a Will Smith family here. I don't know. I just thought he was more.
Yeah. You know what we're going to have to do one day? We're going to have to
do a poll.
We're going to do a tier list on actors and see where they fit in, like S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier,
like
D tier.
Our thoughts or
our thoughts. Our thoughts. And then our audience can write in and tell us how stupid we are. That would be funny.
That'd be hilarious.
I mean, I'd put Will Smith in an A tier category, but he's not a superstar, I would say. He's not a...
What's the top one?
S.
Then A?
A.
I'm putting him in S.
Okay. That's fine. I can't, if that's how you feel.
He's too much of a household name.
If he is a household name. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. In that way, he's probably among the most famous actors in household name. And I guess I'm kind of trying to think of caliber of movie, but I mean, maybe that's being too specific.
Yeah, maybe because, he's not only in, according to you, Bobo movies.
Well, not Bobo, but just, kind of very commercial.
Half Bobo movies.
Just commercial.
Commercial Bobo movies. He's also in, well-liked movies. Like Men in Black, Aladdin, and then he is in a TV show.
The Fresh Prince is,
so
huge.
That right there should make him a little bit higher than an A, but you can't go much higher. So I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to write down my thoughts on who's a S and who is a A.
Yeah. Maybe
I would put him differently if I can recall any of the other S's.
Yeah, the only S tier actor I can think of off the top of my head is Joaquin Phoenix.
He is not an S tier. He's not in anything.
What's what I'm saying is I'm thinking caliber of film.
What caliber of film?
Joaquin Phoenix?
Yes.
Well, he's in Beau's Afraid.
That's
a high caliber film. Yeah.
What's a high caliber film? How much money it made?
A low concept film. Just all about, character and the premise.
According to you?
No, that's a definition. That's a technical term. Low concept.
No. According to you, Beau's Afraid is a low concept film?
Oh, no, that's kind of an objective definition of what that film would be. Like, Hereditary would be low concept. High concept would be something like...
No, I understand the low and high concept. But just who's making these movies? Who's categorizing these movies in those categories?
I don't hear anyone actually categorize movies like that.
Then how do you know if it's a S tier or an A tier actor based off of that?
Oh, I would... Not just that movie.
Yeah, based off of...
Signs, Gladiator, Walk the Line. These are very...
He's in Walk the Line? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what films he's in.
The Joker, of course.
The Joker.
And the different kind of directors he works with. Those kind of... Like, William Dafoe would be another S-tier actor.
Yeah, him, I completely agree with. And Joaquin, too, but just... I wasn't remembering what he was in. Besides Beau is Afraid and
Signs.
The Village and Signs.
The Village, yeah.
Okay. it's okay, but I forgot about all the other ones.
No, it may not be fair to Will Smith to say he's not S tier, because the household name thing might be it might need to be more important to the formula than just, are his films going to be remembered in 100 years?
Right.
So, no, I get that.
Because is Joaquin Phoenix a household name?
Not as much as Will Smith, probably. Or at least at their peaks, probably not. Because Joaquin Phoenix is much bigger than Will Smith now. But is he as big as Will Smith was in the early 2000s?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. But they're both household names.
I don't think I knew Joaquin Phoenix's name. I knew the face, the actor.
Till the Joker, probably.
Till the Joker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
But back to the movie. I'm glad he didn't lose his home.
I am too.
Man, risky, man. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta appreciate the hell out of it.
Yeah.
He was very confident, and that this film was gonna be, something to write about, to remember, and to talk about, right? And it helps when you have a director and set of producers who know how to spend money, like in a practical, budgetary kind of way, not your Disneys who just blow through $200 million because they're snorting cocaine and shit
on their lunch breaks.
Every single day for 60 days.
Yep.
Just like Elon Musk is like, why do we need to be spending $300 a day on coke, each of us? And it's like, just do that at home
when you get paid.
After, yeah, not on. Don't claim it like your miles and shit.
How do you feel about films that tell you what day of the week we're on?
I have this weird thing about, I want to watch the film on that day or at that time. It's just weird. No. It gives me anxiety when she shows us it's 10 o'clock and it's not 10 o'clock here. I've always felt that way. And I remember that some of the early episodes of SpongeBob, he would show like 8 o'clock or whatever, and I'd be like, I'd just be thinking, what if I watch this at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Oh my God.
I don't know why. I don't think I've ever shared that with anyone in my entire life.
That's hilarious.
Or expressed it out of my mouth. But I always think that every time I see a clock or like a date in a movie, it always pops in my mind. It's just like, it's such a weird feeling.
That's weird. I've never, ever in the history of ever experienced that.
It's kind of similar to when you do a flip, like a somersault, or like when your stomach kind of feels like it's
like it dropped,
but like in a small way, like just not. I'm talking about that feeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of like an uneasiness.
Yeah.
Of something not being natural, almost. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, I like that he did that. I like when they do that in films. And, this was over the course of what, a week? About a week, 5 days. So we didn't really need 5 days here, or we didn't need these 5 days spelled out to us, especially when we do have a very intense concept of night. We can count the weird times the grandma did. The first day she threw up. The second day she was naked. The third day she was creepy crawling. The fourth day she, did the jump scare. I don't know if it was in that order, but...
Yeah.
So I feel maybe something like this, we wouldn't necessarily need it. Especially also with Skyping with the mom. We kind of had a little bit of a concept of time there too. Or when she was coming to get them, or I don't know. I appreciate it, in case I forgot. But I don't know how I felt about it here in this film.
I liked it because when it'll be like Thursday morning, you have 12 hours before things might, before they start getting weird as shit kind of thing. Or if it's Thursday evening, you're like, fuck, we've got like 2 or 3 hours kind of thing. There's like a how much time do we have left thing going on. And especially I feel like it's a nice setup, because at the very end when the mom's like, that those aren't your grandparents, and then they're like, all right, well, she's gonna call the cops and stuff and everything. So we just need to wait it out. And then all of a sudden, it's at the end, so they don't really need to show us any more time cards or anything. But all of a sudden, you almost want one because you're like, how much time
do they have?
Yeah.
Yeah, it adds suspense.
Yeah, which is it's cool. That's fucking cool.
I did like that the words were big and bold and red. Maybe that's just me because I can't see shit. So I like the big boldness. Not like Christopher Nolan over there telling me in really thin white font.
On a white background.
On a white.
He's like, can you see the letters? And then you're just like, and he's like, exactly. It's like, all right, Chris.
Good job. I need glasses, I guess.
I guess so. We're wrong. We can't see. What do you think about her trying to interview the grandparents?
In what way? Like that she should have left them alone, or their reactions of getting interviewed? Because their reactions are totally normal here with everything else that's going on. But maybe a little bit of the obsession of trying to release her mom's childhood trauma, I guess. I don't know. Could have gotten her killed, so I don't know. Just let it go.
Well, I mean, with that said, what do you think about the kind of overarching theme of, kind of reconciliation and kind of letting go of grudges and not being so stubborn? Because at the end of the day, this movie kind of has a happy message.
Yes.
Which is also fucking weird, and it's weird feeling when we get to that point. But it's good. Like
you just killed your fake grandma. And I mean, Tyler too. Tyler killed the grandpa by smashing his head in the fridge.
You gotta assume so,
awesome.
Right? That was awesome. I like that he froze too. I thought that was fun.
That was good. But after going through what they went through, and to still have such a positive message, and it's not really spoon fed to us either, because Becca shows us her dad at the end, which we come to understand that, it's okay, and she forgives him after going through all this. It's like, I don't know, but I'd be sitting in my room.
Did you cry?
Crying? No, I didn't cry.
When they showed that?
No. I was too traumatized to cry.
That seemed like a moment that might get you.
Heck no. I'm still over here with poo-poo in the face, Yeah. You can't get me in a moment after experiencing other high, intense feelings like that. But it was nice. It was a nice message. She was nice for trying to get her mom a resolution, even if it was stupid for her to do that. And even the mom, gave us, I guess, that little bit of a message at the end to not hold on to things. And I feel like Tyler resolved his shit back then with the grandpa, because he started like repeating all his football words. Like,
he had a total breakthrough.
Yeah, which was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I feel like the star moment in the whole film was when Tyler was recording Becca, and she was off center, and he was grilling her, or is that the right word?
Yes.
When you ask a bunch of questions?
Yes.
Yeah. About, what was he saying specifically?
That she doesn't look at herself in the mirror.
That's
ever
right.
Since their dad left. And that I guess she doesn't look at herself enough that she put her sweater on backwards.
Yeah, it brings some weird amount of character to these characters in the middle of like this weird ass shit that's going on in the house. It's really powerful, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's excellently paced, because I think a little bit before that we get, Tyler's spiel, and his is less. It does feel like he kind of figured it out sooner than her.
Yeah, I think so.
In his story and what happens on camera, I guess.
Yeah.
In the film itself. And I think that's really neat, especially because he's younger. And
well, I mean, Becca might just be more like her mom and hold on to anger.
Yeah.
Like her mom did with her parents.
Yeah. I like that. Nice and layered. M. Night likes his positivity, doesn't he? At the end of the day. he likes getting you there in the strangest of ways, but he likes sending those positive signals out, I think.
No, I agree. He likes to talk about such big, hard things, but always puts a positive spin on it.
What do you think about the crazy people displacing their grandparents? Because their grandparents would go and volunteer at the psychiatric mental institution, right? How did that conversation go? The crazy couple was like, invite us over for dinner or something. We're good. And then
No,
think they escaped.
Snuck out.
They snuck out.
Yes, and I think that because they're crazies, so the other grandparents, the real grandparents, will never bring them into their home. You don't bring crazy into your home.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. And then B, because
that's probably what they tell you during the onboarding
yeah, the process or whatever.
When you're becoming a volunteer, never take these people outside, never take them out to eat, just here. We're just
you come, you leave.
Yeah.
And then when we had the guy that came in to check on the grandparents, and he told Becca that he had all this like juicy stuff from where they volunteer. So that kind of makes me think like the juicy stuff is that they escaped. All these juicy rumors, what he was saying.
Because they know. That's a good point. I like that. That's good. That's good insight. Good catch.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that they killed that other woman. They hanged her. That was so stupid and funny.
I love it.
I like also that we saw throughout the film photos, and it helps build this comfort in a way. We didn't really see an old couple per se until later in one of the photos.
Mm-hmm.
But it does help build this kind of comfort. Although that comfort's totally fucking pulled out from under you when they start acting weird.
Well, we do see photos of older people, and I think it's the grandparents. But you assume that it's just random people that they volunteer with.
Yeah, there is that one later with both of them.
Then there's the one with both of them. But then that's after we know, right?
Both couples.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's after we know.
Yeah.
Right after, I think.
Yeah, and before, I think there's one with the grandma. Maybe it's just the grandma by herself, like the real grandma, or both of them. I don't remember. But I remember seeing an older lady, and I was like, oh, you're supposed to think that this is just a volunteer. This is just a friend that's hanging up on the family friend wall. Nope, that's your grandma.
What, do you have any final thoughts, man?
Go watch it. Sorry if this is your first time and we ruined the plot twist, but go watch it anyway.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't
be listening.
I just in one of my other podcasts on games, they just talked about someone writing in and saying that they were excited about this game, and they went to go watch this review on YouTube, and the reviewer spoiled a lot of the game.
Yeah.
And
why are you watching?
It's just full stop. I think that's all. The only place you can really go is just if you're reviewing something. I feel like you're inherently going to spoil it. Otherwise, you're not really doing a good job at reviewing it. You're just kind of giving your kind of preliminary kind of analysis of it. Of like, but you can't. But you're not. I don't know. I'm sure there's a.
I agree with you. Don't look up any videos. Just look up a teaser or a trailer or something if you want, I guess, to read about it, if you want to spark something there.
That's when the number thing is kind of useful. When you're excited for something, it looks good based off of the little things you saw. Wow, it's got an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. It's just like, all right, that's a good number to have. So you're already excited. They have... the studio developer might have already a lot of good cred out there, right? So that you can have faith in it, right? It's good. Right. It's okay to have a little bit of faith and stuff, So it's just, I think it comes with the territories. You got to expect. I feel like you have to expect to be spoiled X, Y, and Z about ABC, no matter what it is.
That's true.
And I'm sorry, but that's just I'm not a believer in not spoiling in a review. It just seems I know it's maybe a little bit different in it for games because they're so big and there's a lot to do in games. So you can say very little and get you the kind of a point across other versus the film, but I don't know. But yeah, we our bad for spoiling The Visit.
I guess. But go watch it. It's fun. Go rewatch it. Go pay attention to all those little things you didn't pay attention to. Go make your friends that haven't seen it watch it. Watch their reactions. Just have fun. This is a fun film.
Yep.
Stop giving.
Pretty short. I think it's 140, hour and 40.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
But yeah, man. So what is your budget guess?
My budget guess is 1 million.
That's a good guess.
I felt like it seemed a little low for M. Night Shyamalan, but we didn't do anything too fancy here.
Absolutely, yeah. The budget here says it was $5 million.
Oh, that's not too far off. Okay. How much did it make?
$98 million.
Holy poops.
So
He got his house back and more. He got two houses.
He got a bunch of houses. He can buy all the houses on his street, probably.
Good job, man. On the street.
He made a lot of money personally investing that kind of money in this. That's sick.
Talk about taking a risk. That's awesome. I love that.
I think George Lucas did something similar for the Star Wars films, and he made a lot of money on those films. Yeah, well, happy birthday, The Visit, M. Night Shyamalan. You are turning 8 here soon. Do you have a game for me today, man?
I do have a game for you today.
Yes, I love games.
It's another rapid fire.
Bet.
All right, you ready?
Let's go.
Creepy old people or creepy children?
I guess, creepy old people.
Creepy old people? Like you'd rather see creepy old people?
Yeah, they're just...
They creep you out?
They're a little fresher right now. I feel like we get some more of them. We need more of them. Creepy little kids are a dime a dozen.
That's true. Yeah, I'm going to go with creepy children because creepy old people are creepier than creepy children.
Okay, yeah.
They scare me more.
Yeah. I feel like I could kick the shit out of either one.
Yeah, you're good.
So, I'm good there. But we need some more creepy old people.
All right. Incontinence or sundowning?
Sundowning?
Really?
Yeah, hopefully it's not that bad.
It's every night.
Yeah, but hopefully it's not this bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take my chances. Because incontinence is going to be bad no matter what degree it is, you know?
But you got diapers.
I'm not doing that.
You're not...
I'd probably kill myself.
Maybe that's why he's killing himself.
I empathize.
Oh my gosh. I'm going incontinence, man. They got diapers. They got butt wipes. I'm good. I'll deal.
You could take a lot of breaks at work and stuff.
Well, if you're
experiencing one or the other, you're probably old as shit.
You're probably old as fuck.
So that's true too.
Like, what if you're sundowning and you fall down the stairs? Nah.
She seems pretty conscious though.
No, she doesn't.
Like her body seems conscious, you know?
I guess so. I guess
she's
not
running
falling.
and crawling. You know, she's mega agile when she's in these. You know, it's weird because she crawls under the house in the middle of the day. She's not sundowning when she does that.
You're right.
Just saying.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, well, I'm gonna tuck that information in somewhere and just let it stew. All right, Nana under the house or alligator from Crawl under the house?
Nana.
Nana?
Mm-hmm.
You'd rather Nana?
Yeah,
She's creepy.
I think it's creepier. And if I need to fight her, I can fight her. But I can't fight an alligator to survive. You know what I mean?
She's creepy though.
Yeah, I like her.
Nah, it's too creepy. I'm going alligator. I don't care. All right, Monopoly or Yahtzee?
I guess Monopoly.
Monopoly?
Yeah.
I thought you would say Yahtzee.
Yahtzee's so...
Ugh.
It's so lame and just a time killer, you know? Monopoly is similarly rigged on, luck, but it gives the illusion of strategy, and that's fine.
What does?
Monopoly.
Yes.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. I can play with that. One game a year, whatever. Yahtzee, it's not going to take 40 minutes, 35 minutes. I mean, I guess a good Monopoly game takes 40 minutes, but they never fucking end that. They go way too long for some reason.
Yes.
Probably because we're all playing with children.
And no, because you're all negotiating.
That's true too.
It doesn't matter who I'm playing with. I'm playing for 2 hours.
That's why Munchkin takes so long too, because the negotiating just towards the middle half to the end is just similar thing. But yeah, Monopoly, because it's just a little more fun.
Okay.
I guess.
Would you rather? I guess it's not. Would you rather volunteering at an animal shelter that only has dogs, or volunteering at Maple Shade?
I guess Maple Shade.
You're going with the insane people?
Yeah, that seems like it'd be kind of fun.
Heck no. I'm volunteering with the puppies, with the doggies. They're gonna go. The insane people are gonna go kill me and take over my home.
You're gonna live your life.
Live my life.
I'm surprised they didn't wear their skins. There wasn't a bit where they were wearing the grandparent skins. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that'd have been weird.
That would have been weird.
I like that.
All right, last one. Nana from The Visit for 5 days, or the grandma from X for 1 day.
I guess the grandma from X for 1 day.
No, she was real creepy. She was too creepy. I'm choosing Nana.
Yeah, I feel like I can.
No. Nope. She was killing everyone, wasn't she?
Yeah, her and her husband.
Yeah, they were just creepy. Nope. Nana, please.
All right, well, thank you for that game. That was a great game, as always. Well, thank you for watching this film with me.
You're welcome.
Thank you for talking about this film with me.
You're welcome.
And thank you guys for listening to this episode. Go catch us on Patreon, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts to listen to all of our episodes, especially Patreon. Come over there, give us $1. We got exclusive content coming your way. Steaming hot like a Cleveland steamer. But until next time, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And that's a wrap for today's episode of the Filmsteins. Thanks for tuning in and joining us on our cinematic journey. We hope you enjoyed our discussion and gained some new insights and perspectives on the world of movies. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platform, especially Patreon at patreon.com/Filmsteins, and follow us on social media for more film-related content. We love hearing from our listeners, so if you have any feedback, suggestions, movie recommendations, or book recommendations, please feel free to reach out to us. Until next time, keep watching and keep loving the magic of movies. This is the Filmsteins signing off.